Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to go over how to graph linear equations in standard form and point slope form in Desmos. Okay, so here is the graphing calculator. Now, if you have experience with graphing calculators, you know that when you have an equation, y is not always by itself. Like if it's in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, y is isolated, is by himself, okay? And you can just graph it and just plug it right into your graphing calculator and it'll graph it just fine. But as you get into harder and harder math, y is not always by himself. And you have to do a little bit of algebra to solve for y so that you can plug it into the graphing calculator. Now, for some equations, that's actually pretty easy. That's not too bad, like the equation of a circle. If it's centered at the origin, it's really not bad to have to solve for y. But if you have something like the equation of a circle, if you remember, there were two parts to it. There's the upper part and there's the lower part. Okay, so but basically when you're graphing in the graphing calculator, sometimes you have to do a little extra work. You don't have to do that in Desmos. Desmos, if you have an equation that's in a different form, it will automatically just graph it. So let's first look at something in standard form. So let's take the equation 2x plus 4y equals 8. Real simple one. Okay, so this is in standard form. You can see that y, the term with y is not by himself. He's multiplied by 4. He's over here on the left with 2x. And notice that I didn't have to do anything. All I had to do was just type it in and Desmos automatically graphs it and automatically finds the intercepts. It's really nothing more to it than that. It's very nice. It saves you a little bit of effort. Okay, next one, point slope form. Now, point slope form for some people is kind of a funky looking form, and sometimes you actually have to leave it. You don't have to simplify it or anything. So let's look at an equation with point slope form. So it's y minus y naught. In this case, I'm going to use 1 as my y naught. Times, and you got the slope, so I'll do minus 2 over 3. In parentheses, then it's x minus x naught. So I'll just do x plus 2, okay, where x naught's minus 2. And again, so this equation right here is in point slope form, and if you notice, I just type it in, and Desmos automatically graphs it. So if you have a problem where they might ask you to put it in this form right here, I've done that myself in some of my tests and quizzes. And if you want to check it by graphing, you could just type it right into Desmos and it'll graph it. Now, if you were doing this on the graphing calculator, you just have to move the 1 over here. So for a linear equation, it's not really like that big of a deal. But like I said, as you keep going up and getting into harder and harder math, the equations get more complicated. In some cases, you might not even be able to solve for y. Or if you can, you might not know how to do it. But you don't have that problem with Desmos. Desmos, you just type it in as you see it, and it will automatically graph it for you.